Good day, viewers. I'm engineer Dr. Amadi Oko Amadi. The course we are going to revise is not a new one. I told you ab initio that we migrated from EED 126 to ENT 126. So this is an old curriculum code, and this is a new curriculum code, which is introduction to entrepreneurship. It's introduction to entrepreneurship. So we were in the classes we had previously, we through all the introduction. In the classes we looked at the course synopsis and the theoretical contents of the course synopsis involved in the introduction to entrepreneurship. We define the entrepreneurship, look at what it is to say this is entrepreneurship definition. We look at the characteristics of entrepreneurship, look at the importance of entrepreneurship in the economic development, type of entrepreneurs. We look at the serial entrepreneur, look at the lifestyle entrepreneurs, look at the social entrepreneur. Of course, we look at entrepreneur mindset, the innovations involved in entrepreneur. We look at the creativities, look at the risk-taking. Of course, that's the mindset of an entrepreneur. We look at the business opportunity identification, and we look holistically on how to identify a viable business opportunities as an entrepreneur. We look at the business plan development in entrepreneur. While we look at the business development, okay, the entrepreneurial mindset is talking about the innovations, as I rightly said, and the creativity, which is the innovation, and creativity. In innovation mindset and creativity is actually what drives an entrepreneur. If you must be an entrepreneur, you should much focus your mind on how can I make something new from what it has been, or how can I improve on what has been existing to look something different from what it is. That is quite innovative. And if you make an innovative act or in business, which means you are quite creative. So, and it must involve a risk taking. And this risk taking that is involved is actually what drives the mindset as an entrepreneur. And you look at the business opportunity. There are so many opportunity identification, but you cannot do this, you cannot get any business quite identified without actually knowing exactly what you want as an entrepreneur. It is still a byproduct of the entrepreneurial mindset for you to identify a particular business, because as an entrepreneur, you are actually making things out of a face of threat. Profit you are making is out of face of threat. There are a lot of problems that you are going to encounter. Even at that problem, you still look at yourself that, look, what is driving me is the profit I'm going to make. You are not interested in whatever risk you are going to take. Of course, risk is part of your business. So we are looking critically on how we can overcome the shock of risk By overcoming this shock of risks, we look at business plan development. We need to plan the business. How does this business need to look like? The key component of business plan is we must look at the executive summary, look at the market analysis, and also look at the financial prospectus or projections. The financial projections, because one, it is people are always thinking that you must have money before you start business. It's not true. Your common ideology can start a business for you as an entrepreneur. And once you develop that and put it down in writing, take step by step method, put it down in writing. As you are putting it down in writing, developing it, elaborating it, making it to be a detailed one, you have actually started a business. Because without a good business plan, a good business opportunity can never be driven. Even if you try driving, it might crash along the way because you never had a plan of carrying it from the beginning, from starting it, and you definitely you might not really end it very well. And the sole aim of starting up a business and ending the business very well is profit driven. And if there is no profit in entrepreneurship, I don't think as an entrepreneur you don't have anything you are doing without a profit. This business you are talking about, this business plan you are able to develop, how do you fund it? Financing option of this business is very, very paramount. Because definitely, yes, you have actually put in your best as a human being, as a student. You've put in your best. You have developed a business plan, but financing it is very, very important. There are some NGOs that can fund your business, that can finance your business. A good business plan can attract funding ordinarily. That's why I made this comment at the beginning that money is not everything. That if you are able to be very innovative, very creative, taking a task, taking a very taskful event or step in achieving a particular project is quite a entrepreneurial mindset that can actually drive business, not really the fund. But the fund, I didn't say is not important. It's actually important because you need to add butter to bread to make it look like what it should be. So mode of funding is quite the issue, quite a very important area in this business. So you need to look at the venture capital, look at the capital for starting up this business. What is this source at which you are going to get this capital you are going to use in starting up this business? That is very important. Who are you going to get? Are you going to get it from an investor? Is it going to be a loan, something? Which kind of loan are you going to have? Because look, that is why you see that some people, their business, more of course, is a cutting-edge technology now, crypto system. People are now into buying, mining, earning, doing sort of things, all in the business of what? Making money. And there are so many, those people doing those things, what they are doing, mostly what they are doing is buying and selling of what? So many products in a crypto form. So, and people are buying from them and they're also making money. So, do you want to buy money from somebody who is a money lender, who is also a money businessman? Don't you think it will be very expensive? So, you need to look at the source of funding and the type of the financing option they are going to use. Legal consideration. What are the legal considerations you are going to take? The registration of business. Of course, the legal cost, you must register a particular business before you go into using it, so that your intellectual property can never be taken away by anybody. Because if you do not register any business with CAC is a corporate commission affairs that actually they are in charge of business registration. And if you do not register a particular business and peradventure anything happen, so somebody can quietly get away with your intellectual property, which is quite not giving you a good image or reputation as a good businessman. So property to get contract, property to do contract, and the right of, yeah, the rights and the intellectual property rights and contracts is the sole business of legal consideration in entrepreneurship. So we are going to look at challenge. We have also looked at the challenges of entrepreneurship and common challenges and how to overcome them. Of course, risk is the most common challenges that are involved in entrepreneurship, and which we know there's no how we can deal with it. Also, time is also risk is time. Time is risk, because by the time you spend all your time in doing a particular work, that if you don't that might not yield, or if you yield, it did not yield so well, you discover that you have wasted that time, and you have taken enough risk of wasting your time in a particular ideology. So we, as an entrepreneur, I've actually told you that we are going to focus so much on business idea development. And students are encouraged, I've actually encouraged you people to brainstorm and present viable business idea, not necessarily for passing an exam, but as you live here as an entrepreneur. So you can actually say that, oh, I am living here, look at where I'm living for. Some of you that are into soap making, some of you that are into maintenance and repairs, some of you that are into wig production, some of you that are in so many trades. I've brainstormed, come up with a viable business ideas, write the business plan, and by so doing, you have actually practiced you have actually done practice of entrepreneurship, because it's by putting this thing into practice that you are termed to be an entrepreneur, which means one who is practicing what? Entrepreneurship. So I've also told you about business plan creation, how to create a business plan. We have a pro forma in business plan. You cannot just come up and create a business plan without what we call pro forma. Pro forma. What is this pro forma? This pro forma is actually just another name for it. You can say it is what? Draft. Do you understand? You can actually make a draft of what you wish you wanted to use, and if you make this draft, you can actually from this draft and make all the development of your choice. If you do not make this draft, you cannot make a very reasonable business pro forma or business plan. So for a proper business plan that will drive a particular business plan creation, you must first of all make a draft, so that by the time you are developing your business plan, you know exactly what you have done is an excellent job. You need to first of all take a case study, analyze a particular successful business so that you can improve on it, because there is nothing new under this earth. Everything has already been done. I don't think there are things we are coming to do newly. What we are just doing is to embark on improving already made one, and see how innovative we can make it to look like. So role playing, of course, if you are doing a role playing, we are going to make ourselves go into negotiation so that everybody will understand what we are into. So at the end of the class, which we have actually ended so far, we are going to look at the performance evaluation. The practical of this course, as I really told you in the class, is 40. Practical work is 40%. So which you must do, and test is 30 marks, and exam is 30 marks. So whatever you are going to do, it should be guided that you have performance evaluations, and these performance evaluations in the area of final exam, which is going to be subjective or CBT. You are going to look at a comprehensive exam covering the entire areas we have covered, and the test, of course, I'm going to give you a take-home test at the end of this lecture, that you look at it and write it, study it, write it, bring it back to me. Yeah, when you feel well after the work, that the take home, you go to the comment box and drop it there. Make sure you tag your name to it at the comment box, you hit the notification so that I will actually be alerted or that what you have sent. I will make corrections and of course send back to you after the assessment so far. Thank you, and let's go to another section of the lecture. Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much for hearing me and listening to me. Remember to send the work to the comments, like, and hit the notification bell, and do your assignment as is going to be rightly uploaded in the site and the link there, so that you get your assignment done, get your take-home test done, and that's all for the semester. Thank you. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, and hit the notification bell, and the link of the take-home assignment will be sent to Google link. You have a Google link where you do the assignment and forward back to my platform, to my site for assessment. Thank you. Any other information, you get it from the course rep or still at the link of the tube. Thank you.